It's written, you cannot control this. You gonna blow it. Them, they not important. Me, I'm the one goated. Me, I'm the one goated. Me, I'm the one goated.
Travel west from Midtown Manhattan through the Lincoln Tunnel to the Jersey side. It's MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Here's the kicker, Harrison Mevis, out to get us started. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll run first carry of the game for Trey Benson. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
We met with these coaches during the week, Mike. They told us the emphasis this week about getting the run game going early, and we see it here. Nice first play pickup, fresh set of downs.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
He just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
A give, here's Benson. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down.
Here we go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Taking the deep shot here with Robinson. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
This is an area of the offense, Mike, that's going to have to find its rhythm now as this game unfolds. They talked all week, come out early, get some completions, settle down this quarterback. Well, in return, he throws an early pick. It's too early to go away from the game plan. There's a lot of game left, but this passing game is going to have to get on track throughout the rest of this game.
On the handoff, this is Benson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield. Avon Thibodeau, former 5th overall pick, in there to drop him. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He's going to air this one out. That is hard. No touchdown, but they are close. Going to be 1st and goal. They've got it at the 3. And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout. A big play for the Cowboys. 52 yards. Ball sitting on the 3. It is 1st down and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Powering forward. He's in. Trey Benson. Touchdown, Cowboys. His 6th touchdown now for the season. The extra point by Aubrey is good. The Cowboys will take a 7-0 lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. First and 10 now from the 36.
Let's go now.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Pressure gets there, and down he goes. Micah Parsons, too tough to stop. Gets in to bring him down.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Here Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
Really just been a combination of errors here on this drive. I mean, the sack on first down put him in a bad spot. Then the incompletion there trying to gain it back on second. And now they find themselves in a critical third down here, or they're facing a 3 and out.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on third down. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. The Giants sending out their punter. As this drive went backwards, he's on to kick it away. That's taken at about the 14. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. First play of the drive, and here's Benson. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. He'll look to throw. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. Here's a 3rd down and 4. They'll look to throw. Open man, right side. He's got it. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Straight ahead, they go with Benson. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Back to throw. He's got a receiver, and that's Lamb. And he will get into the end zone. C.D. Lamb Touchdown, Dallas. Now Aubrey for the extra point. He's got it. And the Cowboys will extend their first quarter lead. It's now 14-0. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. First and 10. They'll run with the second-round pick in the April draft. And he'll move this forward out to the 29-yard line. Marquise Bell up to make the stop. Second down and 8. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up third down. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Taken in right side by the tight end Johnson. It'll be a pickup of 10. That's good for a Giants first down. One quarter in the books. 14-0 is our score. More from MetLife Stadium after this.
Let's go now.
They'll throw out of the gun. He'll look deep here for Neighbors. And that is incomplete. Malik Neighbors, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up second down.
Haven't even reached halftime yet, and we see this quarterback just continue to put the ball in harm's way and make bad decisions. He's lucky it didn't add another interception to his stat sheet, and as they approach halftime here, they got to regroup, and he's going to have to make the better decisions here in the second half.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down.
Every team in the league practices these situations every single day. That's a critical third down, Mike. So now with this fresh set of downs, they got to just take a deep breath. Now you're really not so much playing against your opponent as...
And that ball picked off. It's the ball hawk, Trayvon Diggs again. He gets free. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. And they extend the lead. The defense joining the party A pick six for a touchdown. Greg, they are extending this lead out.
Yeah, now you've just seen both sides just make their impact felt here in the first half. The offense has done their part, and now it's the defense that is able to capitalize on the turnover and take it all the way back for the pick six.
Next to score, Cowboys 21, Giants nothing. Brendan Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Going to return this from the 10. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40.
At their own 43-yard line.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Right back to the air following that pick six. Oh, he puts another ball up for grabs, and this one's also intercepted. Picked up by Zion McCollum.
And this is going to go down as a pick, but it really was the pressure defensively that caused the interception. I mean, he was a little sloppy with his fundamentals, but I think it's as a result of the guy in his face led to that ball kind of sailing, inaccurate throw, and that's just really good team defense.
Start out with a run, and it's Benson. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
Now, there hasn't been a whole lot for this crowd to be excited about on either side of the ball, but at least now the defense is trying to be that spark. Nice tackle for loss there. Can they do something to build upon to try to get this team going?
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. That'll be taken in. It's Trey Benson. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. As he throws there, it's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. And this ball batted away and incomplete.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend. So give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way. I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
Back out is Brandon Aubrey. He had the field goal a moment ago, and now he'll send this one away. He fields it at the 8. And he is stopped at the 25, and the drive will begin there. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard.
Well, has been the case this entire first half. It's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced. And at other times, it looks like they've never practiced at all. Well, maybe he's counting a little bit, Mike, on this defense being in pass mode, and maybe you can catch him off guard with the run call. In this case, the defense was ready for all of it. They hold them to no gain. They're going to have to bring out the punt team.
He'll take this in back at the 16. A very nice return. He takes it up past the 35-yard line. From the 39, here's a first and 10. On first and 10, here's Benson. Angling to the sideline, inside the 35. And he'll be out of bounds, but down around the 15-yard line. A big play to kick off this drive. 47 yards.
19, target, 9, go! 3. Check, go!
They'll go again with Benson. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down. Second down and 3. On second down, it's Benson. And this one blown up. Good serve will drop him. A loss on the play, back to the 9-yard line.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Here's a third down and 4. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Deontay Banks.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. The drive will start on the ground. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this. They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
Here we go.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
As this offense continues to put anything together and score some points, they need to just take a step back. Then you say, okay, we've struggled here in the first half putting points on the scoreboard. Don't worry about chasing points. Let's chase first downs. Let's chase completions. Just start building something small. And oftentimes when you take that approach, it snowballs, and next thing you know, you find your groove.
This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
This is one of those down and distances where the offense really could either run or pass, but give credit to the defense. They sold out to stop the run, and boy, were they right. They take them down for a loss.
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They will indeed go as they look to throw. That's incomplete. Daring ball on 4th down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on downs.
You know, Mike, you could almost just look down in the huddle and the players are looking at the sideline like, Coach, isn't the punt team going to come out? And the coach was having none of it. He says, no, you're staying on the field. We're being aggressive all day long, and we're going to go pick up this first down.
Let's go. Buffalo 18. Hey, check that. Street.
Play clock down to 0. That is not the way to start a drive.
Okay, ready? Hey, smash Bronco. Here we go, set.
Throwing now from the gun. He's got it inside the 5. And he will score. Trey Palmer. Touchdown, Dallas.
This is a great example here, Mike, of an offense and a quarterback that is just in complete control and rhythm. Not only is he able to deliver this ball on target downfield, but the accuracy is what allows his receiver to stay on his feet, pick up the remaining yards after the catch, and walks it in for a touchdown.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. A short one taken at the 10. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down.
19 tight. Go.
They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. And he's going to have the Giants' first down. It's a gain of 12 facing fourth down.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. He has Hyatt complete. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in half number 1. Here's 1st and 10. Motion man is Hyatt. They'll look to throw again. Now he'll air this one out deep for Hyatt.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
He'll look deep here for Neighbors. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Zion McCollum. So we reach halftime, and the visiting Cowboys are in front. As we'll head down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach. Thank you. 2 very different halftime speeches by these head coaches, that's for sure, as we get set for half number 2. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. This one taken at the 10. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start. Here's a run to begin this 3rd quarter. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
With the struggles they had running the ball in the first half, Mike, it makes sense that they're trying here early in the 2nd to get this ball carrier going. But this last run's not going to do him any favors. Another rush, another loss of yards.
This one is caught by Robinson. And he's going to be taken down at the 37.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the 3rd quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. Taking the deep shot here with Robinson. And that'll be incomplete. They took their shot downfield. Now let's check on the flag. Following the penalty, they'll run it. And they'll bring this up to the 48-yard line, and that's a 1st down.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
Half 18, half 18.
They'll stick with him again. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. 1st down.
Troy Johnson.
They'll stay on the ground. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Second and 7.
Jim.
Shotgun now for Jones. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
This is teach tape for man defense, Mike. I mean, he is not looking back at the quarterback at all. He is in the hip pocket of his receiver. He's staying in phase and in rhythm. And then he knows when the wide receiver's hands go up, attack the ball, and that's about as good as it gets.
That's over the middle and intercepted. And he's going to be out of bounds, but he has his offense. Great field position inside the red zone.
So often, Mike, defenders are just happy the ball ends up in his hands, but not this guy. I mean, the catch was one thing, but then the party really got started. I mean, look at this return. He gets one block. He gets another. He's got teammates springing him all over the field, and this offense is lucky this didn't go all the way back for a pick 6.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. A run with Benson. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position. But with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6. But after that last sack, Their chances of converting here for a touchdown have gotten a lot more difficult.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Simmons. And the Giants are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
It's 1st down, and they'll run. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll turn and hand this one off. Just pushing defenders out of the way as he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
That's a gain of 5.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. He's going to find his receiver. It's Robinson. It's a pickup of 12. 1st down, Giants.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
Here we go, set.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target. No catch. And now 4th down. Don't want to risk getting pinned even deeper, so he makes the fair catch at the 6.
At their own 7-yard line.
Now give up the middle, it's Benson. Room past the 20, and he's going to be taken down up around the 24-yard line.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half, and he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
Again, it's Benson. And they're going to get him down this time. Not as easy as the last carry. This time they drop him behind the line of scrimmage. 2nd down.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Oh, no chance to get rid of that one. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long.
Let's go now.
They'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down. They get him back at the 5-yard line.
So after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And truthfully, I don't blame him. His unit has been getting worked up front all day in pass protection.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get... of the football.
39-yard line.
Trap 60, trap 60. Ready, ready. Hot, hot.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
This is a great example of the game within the game. They're making what they call Mike declaration, and that's what sets the responsibilities of all the protectors. And in this case, the Mike was the one who came. And he's unblocked, and he's able to get home.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Go.
Now they'll set up to throw. Catch made right side. It's Johnson. Third and long.
Ready.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
You wonder if it would have been better served just letting it go and taking a chance on the hop. Fair catch inside the 5. First and 10.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Set up. 18, Pioneer. Lion. Hup.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's going to be incomplete, and the clock will stop. Likely one more play in this 3rd quarter.
This pains me to say, Mike, because I love the idea of feeding the tight end, but you can only go his way so many times if it's not going to result in positive outcomes. So wouldn't be surprised to see him try to get his backs, his wide receivers, get some other guys involved, and then later in the game, go back to his big tight end.
Come on. Set. 18, rapid. 18, rapid. Hurt.
From down near his goal line, he'll look to... And that pressure too great. He's going to be sacked in the end zone. And that is a safety. So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Brendan Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So after that safety, it is a free kick, and that comes from the 20. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Here we go.
Now a give on the ground, and they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Just seems like another case of predetermining where the quarterback is going to go with the ball. He had a lot of good route options on that last concept. I think if he just remains a little bit more patient, read the play out, let it unfold, will lead to some easier and better completions. He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Back to throw. He'll look middle here and get it to Neighbors. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the 1st down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. That's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Ready.
He'll look to throw. Open man is Robinson. And they are into the end zone for the 1st time today. Wandale Robinson. Touchdown, New York. Mevis, good on the extra point. And the Giants are able to cut into the deficit. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming, and the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll run, and here's Benson. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. That, not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. handoff. This is Benson. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. He's got a receiver, and that's Lamb. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
And before the snap, we have a whistle, and this could very well be a false start. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. That ball broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on first down. Couldn't connect. It'll bring up second down.
I could sit up here all day, Mike, and we could talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
Oh, a waffle throw there. Back across the field, but it's still a completion. That pass play good for 22. That's good for a Dallas first down.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding that that time in the pocket was quickly coming to an end. Those defensive guys were all over him, but by buying time, flushing to his right, nice job by his receiver uncovering, leads to a nice pickup.
A give. Here's Benson. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Now this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
Straight ahead, they go with Benson. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. On the ground, it's Benson. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down. It'll go down as a loss of 2.
Number one rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
A successful drive, but in danger of stalling. Trying to convert now on 3rd and 7.
19 tight, 19 tight.
And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
Okay, ready?
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Let's go now. Ready?
Up the middle they go. And a nice run. Get them about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Ready? Tracking 60. Hut, hut.
Now, faking the give. He'll look deep here for Neighbors. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
And these are the types of plays they envisioned when they invested a 1st-round pick on this defensive back just a few months ago. I mean, he's entered the league, Mike, with a reputation for having almost offensive wide receiver type ball skills. And those ball skills were certainly on full display that time.
Check, Bobcat. Check, Bobcat.
They'll run here with Benson. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. On the move, left is Benson. And good red zone running here, taking it inside the 10-yard line. Pickup of 8.
Ready up.
3rd down, 3 to go.
Warrior 70. Set up. Trap 60. Trap 60. Set up.
Catch is made. That is Schoonmaker. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
So it's a win here for the visiting Cowboys. They get the home victory here in the division in the first of their 2 scheduled matchups. A chance to go for the season sweep on the road later in the season. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.